Hello, good afternoon, beautiful people of Section A.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nag-burp na, hindi pa ako kumain. Hi, ayan. Kindly open your camera, please. Tignan nga natin ang mga nanggagandahan at nagwagwapuhang nurses natin from Section A. Ayun. We have Shara. Shara? Ang proper ano no?
Zara po, sir.
Zara. Okay. Si Charmaine, we have Jericho. From Quirino, si Jericho, no? Jenny. Saan nag-work si Jenny? Kindly unmute. I-unmute.
Villaberde, sir.
Ah, Villaverde. Saan? Saan ka nag-work ngayon? Sa
Bintawan po.
sa
Sa
RHU?
bahay
Alright.
lang.
Ay, bahay lang. Okay. Si Precious. Jana, kindly open your camera. Ronaldin, si Kaini. Kaini ba ang proper ano niyan? Pronunciation? Kaini Yvonne. Sino si iPhone?
Chini, sir.
Ano na? Chini? Chini,
Yes,
Yvonne. Alright. Para pag nag-graduate kayo, alam ko na kung paano ko i-pronounce yung pangalan. Chini. O kaya pag nag-capping and pinning. Yan, excited na si Jericho to na mag-pinning ceremony. Sino si naka-iPhone? What's your name? Yung iPhone ang pangalan dito. Yung naka-face shield. What's your name?
Ay, ako pa, sir. Sorry po. Bea po.
Ah, Bea. Okay. Miss Andrade.
Yes, hi,
Alright.
sir.
Are you
Good
working
afternoon
right now,
po.
Miss Andrade?
Ay, hindi po. Nagbabayad lang po ng kuryente, sir.
Si
Napuputulan.
Kuya Antonio Troyo. How about Dexter Kirk? Okay ka na? Magaling na? May sakit pa rin. Dexter, can you open your camera, please? Princess, si Francis, Darlene, Ariza, Diana, Jana, Ronaldin, Queenie, and Richlyn. Can you open your camera for a while? Hindi na nga tayo nagkikita personally, tapos hindi ko pa kayo makita on a virtual platform. Alright. Ayun. Si Queenie. Hi, Queenie. Jana. Okay. Jana Wansi. Michelle, can you open your camera, please? Just for a while. I would just like to see everyone. Francis. Okay lang yan. If you are eating, it's okay. This is not a formal class anyway. You can eat while having this webinar. You can drink your whatever you want to drink. Okay. Basta wag lang makilabing-labing sa mga jowa ha. Maiinggit kami yung mga single. Oo, wag ganon. All right, Darlene, Trisha May, and Richlyn. All right, so today we are having our first ever kumustahan. Actually, nagawa na namin ito last year together with the second year students, no? So ginagawa natin ito just to check on you guys. Kumusta na kayo? Okay ba kayo okay pa rin ba ang mga ano natin, ang ating physical, our mental and emotional health as of the moment? Baka naman masyado na kayo napapagod, na-stress na kayo from college life, no? Kaya pa ba? Lavarn pa rin? Lavarn pa rin o suko na? Lipat na tayo sa criminology. Okay, so good afternoon to everybody. So for those who are working or who are shy, you can turn off your camera now. Alright, but for those who would like to, interact, pwede namang naka-on pa rin yung inyong mga camera. Of course, I would just like to check on you guys kung kumusta na kayo. Thank you so much for extending your effort. Thank you so much for joining in this online kumustahan. So, kailan lang, no? High school kayo ngayon. College na pala ako. Alright. So, hindi natin namamalayan yung oras, yung panahon. Magkokolehiyo na tayo. Malayo na yung ating narating. Malapit na tayo sa finish line. Ngayon pa ba, susuko ka pa? Alright, you are 3 steps away from the finish line. Titigil mo pa ba ang laban? Ituloy-tuloy mo na. No, you're almost at the finish line, and I hope you are having a good time. You are enjoying college, and you are also enjoying the company of your classmates, your friends, and the circle that you have as of the moment. All right. So is college really the best 4 years of your life? Okay, so this is a question. Siguro hindi niyo pa masasagot ngayon, no? Kasi first year pa lang kayo. So I will be asking you that in the future after you graduate from college. So is college really the best 4 years of your life? Siyempre ngayon, ang pinaka-the best sa inyo siguro elementary or high school. But we cannot say if college would be the best years of your life soon. So today, class, sabi ko nga, as first year students, you expect the unexpected. Okay, so your first year in college would present a lot of new experiences. You will meet new friends, you will become independent from your parents, partly. Okay, and you will be living away from home, especially if we will be having our face-to-face classes soon. Siyempre naman, no, mga elementary, magpe-face-to-face na. Tapos si Jericho Lizarondo hindi magfe-face to face, hindi pwede. Kailangan mag-face to face na rin kayo. So, you will be meeting new people, okay, in the campus, personnels in the hospital, and a lot more as you go on with your college life. And you will be learning how to manage your time very well. But for me, I do not believe in time management actually. I believe in self-management because your time will continue to, will continue running. Patuloy lang yan sa kanyang paggalaw, sa kanyang pagtakbo, no? So hindi mo mapipigilan ng oras just because you are okay rushing on a certain activity, you are cramming on your scheduled exams. So hindi mo pwedeng pigilan ng oras para sa mga activities na gusto mong gawin. But you can actually manage yourself. May activity kayo sa school, may activity kayo sa anatomy and physiology, and it is due until Friday. So, kaya mo naman siyang gawin ngayon na Tuesday. So, pwede mo na siyang gawin para pagdating ng Thursday, pwede ka na lang mag-rest, pwede ka na lang mag-revise, pwede ka na lang mag-modify ng mga sagot mo na ginawa mo on last Tuesday para ma-submit mo siya on okay Friday. So prepare your life on campus by figuring out what to bring, how to handle challenging circumstances, and what you can do to manage the stress, the pressure, the workload, and etc. So here are some steps on how to ensure a great college experience given to us by Elizabeth Hoyt. So you can agree if these are applicable to you, but you can also disagree if they are if you think these are not applicable to you. Okay. And of course, number one would be welcome the possibility of new relationship. So hindi lang naman intimate relationship, hindi lang naman relationship with a guy or a girl, mga boyfriend or girlfriend relationship. But of course, you welcome the possibility of new friends, new company, new people in your life. All right? Kasi sabi nga, building new relationships daw could, give you health benefits. It could prolong your life. It could, lower your blood pressure. Yung hindi lang naman sa jowa tayo kinikilig, tama? Kinikilig din tayo sa mga bagong kaibigan natin, pag nag-share sila ng mga information about our topics, about our lectures. Kinikilig din tayo sa mga bagong ideas na nasi-share nila. At nai-inspire tayo sa mga achievements na nararating ng ating mga kaibigan. And then that adds to our, to our motivation to do the same. Okay? Nagayahin din sila sa kanilang mga ginagawa. Also, be oriented with your new school. Of course, you are well oriented with your school way back in high school. But this time, since college na kayo and you have a new environment, you have to be oriented with the facilities. You have to be oriented with the new people and personnel of the school that you are in college. You can also join clubs or organizations in the college or in the school as a whole. So pwede kayong sumama sa mga math clubs if you are really good in math and you can contribute to the organization. Then you can ask these coordinators to help you out, all right, and join in this in their activities. You can also form organizations like, for example, anatomy and physiology club. Okay, if you think, okay, you can share with other students, no, sa first year, yung mga ideas na nalalaman mo tungkol sa anatomy and physiology. Or if you know somebody who could share ideas, okay, or updates sa anatomy and physiology class, then you can go on with you can actually formulate, or you can actually form an organization related to the subject, okay, that you're interested in. And of course, always go to your classes. Okay, sabi ko nga, no matter how boring your class is, no matter how boring the subject, and no matter how annoying the instructor teaching the subject, di ba may mga ganun? Meron tayong confirmation bias na tinatawag. Kasi yung confirmation bias is no matter how good the person, no matter how amiable, how approachable the person is, kung mabigat talaga yung loob mo, mabigat talaga siya, wala ka nang magagawa. At lahat ng ginagawa niyang mabuti para sa iyo ay hindi maganda. Tama? We have this confirmation bias that we call, no? Na na kung mabigat talaga yung loob mo sa isang tao, may bigat 'yan hanggang mamatay na kayong dalawa. Parang gano'n. Okay. So sabi ko nga, no matter how annoying the person teaching the subject is, you still attend your classes. Kasi malay mo, doon sa na mismong klase o doon sa na mismong yung araw na inabsenan mo dahil nabibisit ka doon sa instructor, eh may lumabas sa board exam mo later on na 5 topics, no? So malaking bagay 'yun. At the same time, you have to take note that you are paying for every hour, okay, that the lecturer is spending for your classes, correct? So at the same time, your teachers or your instructors provide valuable information that is okay, that will be beneficial in your examinations or in your future tests, okay, in your board examination as well. At the same time, you can also approach your professors or instructors during their free time, okay, for some concerns, or if you would like to remediate, okay, may mga gusto kayong i-clarify sa kanila, medyo naguluhan kayo on a certain topic, naguluhan kayo dun sa parts of the cell, naguluhan kayo dun sa mga tissues na nile-lecture ng instructor, dun sa parts of the body, o dun sa mga contributions ng mga theories ninyo sa TFN ninyo, you can schedule, okay, you can ask your instructor to schedule a consultation time with you, okay, to clarify these concerns, all right? Of course, the roster of faculty in the College of Nursing are actually the faculty that you have right now are approachable, they are amiable. Pwede nyo silang lapitan, okay? Pwede ninyong i-raise yung inyong mga concerns, yung mga bumabagabag sa inyo, at masasagot naman yan in a civil manner, all right? At the same time, sabi ko nga, ang experience dapat ninyo sa college ay holistic. Pag sinabi ninyong holistic, hindi lang siya physically healthy, hindi lang siya mentally and emotionally healthy. But of course, you should also have a life outside PLT. Kailangan meron din kayong social life, correct? So, hindi lang dapat nag-excel ka sa academics, hindi lang dapat nag-excel ka sa skills, hindi lang dapat nag-excel ka emotionally, no? But of course, make a life, all right? Outside. Kumbaga, gumawa ka din ng matawag dito. You have to expand also your social life. Kung halimbawa may pagkakataon para lumabas ka ng mga classmates mo to have a picnic, okay, dahil wala naman kayong klase for 3 days, mga ganyan. Or pwede kayong group study, magkita-kita, okay, provided that you have complied with the protocols, the health protocols, and you can do these activities as well. All right? So, mahirap din kapag sub-sub din kayo sa pag-aaral, nagsusunog kayo ng kilay every day, na wala na rin kayong social life. Correct? So, kailangan balanse dapat ang inyong approach, ang inyong pag-aaral sa kolehiyo. I for one, hindi ako santo, hindi rin ako yung perfect na estudyante when I was in college. Pero may mga ano din, minsan nagmo-malling kami after class, pupunta kaming SM kasi malapit lang sa school, o kaya pupunta kami sa mga parks, sa Burnham kasi sa Baguio ako nag-aral, so punta kaming Burnham, sa Camp Jane, mga ganyan. So namamasyal din kami from time to time. So wag niyo ding pagkaitan yung sarili ninyo ng yung mga pagkakataon o yung mga bagay na pwede naman ninyong isingit-singit pa konti-konti sa inyong college life. But of course, priority natin pag-aaral, no? Paminsan-minsan, pwede tayong mamasyal. Of course, you also have to explore different subjects. 'Di ba? Ang dami ninyong mga subjects ngayon, ang dami ninyong pinag-aaralan ngayon. Pero hindi lahat interesado kayong pag-aralan 'yan, no? I for one, when I was in high school, I really hate chemistry, our chemistry subject. Bakit? Kasi from day one until the end of the school year, pinag-report lang kami ng instructor. So reporting lang ang peg ni chemistry instructor. So wala akong natutunan actually. Tapos pag may mga tinatanong kami doon sa mga reporters na hindi nasasagot ng tama, hindi siya nag hindi siya nagbibigay ng supplemental hindi siya nagsusupplement. Okay? So hindi niya sinasabi kung tama o mali yung sinasabi ng ng instructor. So, when I was in college, nakita ko doon sa prospectus, doon sa curriculum ng nursing, sabi ko, putik, 3 ang chemistry. Meron kaming inorganic chemistry, may organic chemistry, tapos meron pa kaming biochemistry. So sabi ko, Lord, pinaparusahan mo ba ako? Sabi ko, is this a sign na hindi na ako magtutuloy ng nursing? So until eventually I met my chemistry instructor. Tapos ang galing niya magturo. Sabi ko, ibang-iba from my high school chemistry. So parang mas naging interesado ako. I was motivated to study harder. Nag-double, triple time ako to study chemistry. And eventually I get to appreciate the subject after I finish yung 3 chemistries na niya. So sabi ko nga, hindi ka pwedeng magbigay ng bias, no? You have to drop your biases against these subjects dahil lang sa narinig mo o dahil lang sa nabalitaan mo na boring yung subject na yan. Kasi malay mo, di ba, marami kang matutunan dyan sa subject niyan and it will help you eventually in your future examinations. What else? All right, this is very important. Okay, lalo na sa inyong mga college students, no? Stay on budget. Pag hindi kaya ng budget, hindi kaya ng parents na bumili. For example, si Ronaldin, meron siyang bagong kotse. Hindi pwedeng bumili ka din magpabili ka rin ng bagong kotse sa parents mo. Or si Queenie, meron siyang bagong cellphone na worth 80,000. Hindi pwedeng dahil meron si Queenie, dapat meron ka din, no? You have to stay on budget, especially if hindi pa kaya, no? Hindi kaya ng magulang kasi nawalan ng trabaho si mama. Tapos si papa naman, suma-sideline pa. Okay, hindi pa stable ang kanyang trabaho. Kaya kailangan we have to live within our means. Kung hindi kaya, wag muna, no? Pag maikli ang kumot, sabi nga nila, matutong mamaluktot. Magtiis-tiis muna dahil darating yung panahon, pag kayo naging RN, okay, mabibili nyo rin yan, masusunod nyo rin, masasatisfy nyo rin yung mga sarili ninyo with the items, okay, na na-deprive kayo when you were in college. So ano nga ulit ang ibig sabihin ng RN? Hello?
Registered nurse.
Registered nurse, sir.
Alright, so registered nurse. Pero meron pang ibang ibig sabihin ng RN. Ang RN daw, maliban sa registered nurse, ang ibig sabihin ay rich na. Okay? So pagdating ng araw, after you graduate from college, after you pass the board examinations and you become registered nurses, nakahanap kayo ng trabaho. Okay? Pagpasok ninyo sa hospital later on, especially if you will be working in a government hospital, ay implemented na yung ating salary grade 15, nasa 33 to 34,000. Aside from the bonuses, tawag dito, mga benefits, yung mga hazard pay, mga ganyan. So, malaki na ang pasahod sa ating mga nurses here in the Philippines, no? But of course, if you happen to apply in countries like in the US, Canada, Australia, mga Western countries, times 10 ang maaaring ibayad sa inyo ng inyong mga employers later on. So sa US nga daw, mababa yung 200,000 na monthly, alright, na salary ninyo if you happen to work there as a registered nurse. So sabi ko nga, konting panahon lang ito, 4 years in college is, tawag dito, maano lang yan, mabilis lang yan. So, yung 4 na taon na pagtitiis ninyo, magbubunga yan ng mas maganda after you graduate from this from this course. Okay? Baka mas malaki pa ang pwede ninyong mabili. Mas maganda pa yung mabibili ninyo in the future. Okay? And that leads me to remembering my experience as a student. Nung estudyante ako, yung nanay ko nililista niya lahat ng expenses ko, from allowance, tuition fee, from uniform, from basta lahat, yung mga transportation, ganyan. Kasi when I was in college, 'di ba nasa Baguio ako, 'pag magko-complete kami ng cases, pupunta kami ng Tagudin, Ilocos Sur, o kaya sa San Fernando, La Union, sa Pangasinan, sa Bontoc, okay, just to complete our cases. So do'n medyo nahirapan yung nanay ko. Sabi niya, "Bakit parang weekly na kayong nagbibiyahe?" Sabi niya, "Bakit weekly na kayong complete ng cases?" Sabi nung nanay ko noon. Kasi ang dami namin nung time namin. Um, Ilan kami nag-take ng board exam nung time namin? We were 80,000. Okay, 80,000 kami nag-complete ng cases at nag-aagawan yung 80,000 na yan sa mga cases, sa mga hospital, sa mga surgical and delivery cases. So, since nagkukulang na rin ang Baguio noon, kasi ang dami namin, ilang nursing schools ang meron sa Baguio, we have to go out, okay? We have to go out from Baguio just to complete our cases. At ang problema namin noon, meron akong binabayarang boarding house sa Baguio monthly, tapos nagbabayad pa kami ng staff house namin sa Ilocos, sa La Union, ng weekly din. So doble ang gastusin namin pagdating sa accommodation. Kaya napakahirap. Nung ang time na uuwi na ako sa dito sa Vizcaya, tinignan ko lahat yung computation ng nanay ko kasi nililista niya yan sa rim ng sigarilyo. And hindi kayo maniniwala, pero ang inabot ng nanay ko halos nasa more or less nasa 1 million ang nagastos ko from first year to fourth year. No, kasi napakamahal ng tuition fee namin when I was in college. Parang umabot kami ng 45,000, parang gano'n, 40 to 50,000 ang tuition fee namin third year and fourth year in that school sa Baguio. Pero here in PLT, mas mura ng malayo, no? Kasi ang third year natin ngayon nasa 25 lang as compared sa ibang mga schools. But anyway, malaki pa rin ang gagastusin ng inyong mga magulang, ng inyong kayo mismo, kayo lalo na sa mga nagpapaaral sa mga sarili nila. So you have to, as much as possible, be thrifty. Kailangan naka-budget lahat ng gagastusin natin at huwag na muna tayong mag-spend on items na hindi naman kailangan pa. Alright? At sabi ko nga, ang experience dapat ninyo sa college is holistic. Hindi lang siya emotionally, psychologically, and tawag dito, socially healthy. Kailangan nagfo-focus, binibigyan din natin ng halaga yung ating physical health. Alright? By eating the right foods, by getting enough rest, and by having, regular exercises. So at least 2 to 3 times a week na exercise, that's enough to provide us with enough oxygen. Kasi nga, pag kulang ang oxygenation sa ating katawan, tinatamad tayo, wala tayong boost, okay, to perform activities like yung pag-review natin, diba? Mas inaantok tayo pag kulang ng oxygen sa ating brain. But if you have adequate oxygen, okay, on a daily basis, no, pag enough yung ating oxygen, mas nakakapag-perform at nagagawa natin yung mga bagay, okay, properly. Also, you have to get enough rest. Kasi nga, ang inyong cells, okay, di ba? Based on your lectures sa inyong anatomy and physiology, your cells would divide, okay, on a perfect timing. And usually, ang pag-divide ng ating mga cells or the process of mitosis is during, kailan yon? Nagdi-divide ang ating cells kapag tayo ay,
Interface po.
when we are at?
Ay, charot.
Sleeping.
When we are at rest, okay, or when we are asleep, okay. So sa tingin mo, makakapag-divide, makakapag-perform ba yung ating mga cells? Okay, mag-undergo ba sila ng cell division if we are not at rest, o kung tawag dito, hindi maganda yung ating sleep sleep-wake pattern? Di ba hindi? Okay. So diyan na pumapasok kapag hindi magandang ating sleep-wake pattern o kaya pabago-bago yung time natin, yung circadian rhythm natin, yung ating pagtulog. Pag pabago-bago yan, that is the perfect opportunity, okay, for your free radicals. Okay, yung free radicals natin, yan yung mga iniiwasan natin, no? Yun yung mga toxins sa katawan natin. This is the perfect opportunity for your free radicals to, okay, cause mutation in your cells. At kapag nagkaroon ng mutation sa inyong cells, diyan na nangyayari yung ating cancer. So mas prone, mas napapredisposed yung mga laging nagpupuyat o hindi maganda yung kanilang sleep-wake pattern into cancer. As people, okay, yung mga kakilala niyo na nagka-cancer, okay, o yung mga kamag-anak nila, okay, tanungin ninyo, si ate ba o si tita ba nung kaya siya nung kabataan niya, madalas siya nagpupuyat o hindi maganda yung kanyang sleep-wake cycle? Sasabihin yan, majority of them, 70 to 80% would tell you na oo, talagang ano yan, hindi maganda ang tulog niyan, hindi maganda ang kanyang sleeping pattern nung siya ay nabubuhay pa. Alright? And of course, you have to eat the right foods. Nurses kayo, alam nyo na kung ano ang tama at mali na pagkain. Okay, especially na nag-aaral kayo ngayon, please avoid eating junk foods. Mag-iwas muna tayo sa mga soda, sa ating mga carbonated beverages. Okay, iwasan natin yung mga pagkaing sobrang yung madalas na pagkain ng matatamis kasi too much sugar could also predispose us to experience or to suffer from diabetes mellitus, correct? Kapag may diabetes tayo, magiging poor din ang ating oxygenation to the brain, correct? At syempre, we are predisposed also to other complications brought about by diabetes mellitus, like for example, diseases related to your renal, sa inyong kidneys, sa inyong mata, sa inyong puso, okay, at marami pang iba. So, my advice is, number 8, eat right, get adequate rest, and at least have an exercise or activities, okay, physical activities, 2 to 3 times a week. Number 9 is you have to get involved. Maraming mga activities ang school. Hindi lang siya purely academics, but of course, we also have extra curricular activities. We also have community outreach programs, okay, na ino-offer o ginagawa sa ating eskwelahan. Nung pre-pandemic time, okay, may mga medical missions tayo. Like for example, we went to Ambaguio and Jedi para mag-conduct ng free dental check-up. Nagbigay din tayo ng mga gamot. May mga minor surgeries na pinerform yung mga invited doctors natin. At yung mga student nurses have actively participated and assisted these doctors coming from the US, coming from Canada. So ganun ang ginagawa pag medical mission. We also have feeding programs. May mga adapted barangays tayo, okay? Like dito sa Vista Alegre, sa Masok, at saka sa Paitan, kung saan nagbibigay tayo ng regular feeding sa mga malnourished children. So pwede tayong sumama sa ganun. Or during the summer, pwede rin kayong sumama sa mga tawag dito, circumcision activities, yung mga nagtutuli, okay? Pwede kayong ma-assign sa registration o kaya naman pwede kayong mag-assist sa mga doctors or nurses natin na nagtutuli or nagsisircumcise during the summer. Okay. And of course, the last would be stay positive or optimistic. Sabi nga, staying optimistic or negative thinking is considered to be a giant wall. Okay, so ibig sabihin, it is a giant wall that will prevent you from accomplishing your goals, and it will block you from moving forward in your life. 'Di ba? Minsan kahit kaya ninyong gawin yung isang bagay, pero dahil meron kayong mga setbacks, merong mga pumipigil sa inyo, kaya ninyong mag-top sa anatomy, kaya lang sabi ninyo, parang hindi ko kayang gawin yung ginagawa ni Jericho, ang galing-galing niya sa anatomy. So, dahil may mga pumipigil sa inyong gano'n, may mga thoughts tayo na ganyan, hindi na rin natin ginagawa o hindi natin sinusubukan, 'di ba? Na gawin yung mga bagay na pwede naman sana nating ma-accomplish or ma-successfully ma-accomplish. So, You have to stay positive or optimistic with your, okay, academic goals. Ayan. So, for you to be optimistic, sabi nung isang lecturer, okay, I forgot to get his full name, okay. Sabi niya, for you to be optimistic or to be positive, you have to encourage yourself to have a positive attitude. So, imbes na I can't do it, lagi mo daw sasabihin na I can do it. Okay? So, imbes na sabihin mo daw, I won't do it, lagi mo daw sabihin, I will do it. So, this reminds me, okay, of a classmate nung college kami, no, na pag may mga skills na ipe-perform sa mga pasyente, lagi siyang nagvo-volunteer. Ako po, mag-i-insert ng NGT. Ako po, mag-i-insert ng IFC. Ako po maglalagay ng diaper. Ako po maglalagay ng napkin. Lagi siyang ganun. Lagi siyang nagvo-volunteer. And at first, medyo naiinis kayo, no? Pag may mga ganun, parang ito naman, pabida, pa-Jollibee, mga ganyan. Pero later on, nung nag-graduate kami, hindi na siya kumuha ng experience sa dito kasi marunong siya eh, very skilled na siyang tao. So once na may magpapa-insert na, may mga magpapa-assist sa mga procedures in the hospital, alam na niya kasi nasubukan na niya when we are still in college. So ganun dapat yung confidence na meron kayo that you can do. Okay? Especially now that you are students, gawin niyo na lahat. Okay, yung mga pagkakamali, gawin niyo na daw ngayon. Okay, kasi wala pa kayong lisensya. Yung lisensya pa lang daw ni CI ang mapupurnada kung sakaling magkamali kayo dito. Pero of course, hindi tayo aabot doon, no? Huwag nating paabutin sa ganon. Okay? So, para pag meron na kayong lisensya, hindi na, maiiwasan nyo na yung mga pagkakamaling yan. And of course, you will be safe from negligence or from malpractice activities. Naalala ko tuloy yung isang kabatch namin from another school. The doctor, yung doctor ay nag-prescribe ng insulin sa isang pasyente admitted in the medical ward. So, ang insulin na order is I think ano nga ulit yun? Basta, may ibibigay dapat sa pasyente. So, the student volunteered, okay, na magbigay ng gamot dun sa pasyente na yon. Ngayon, ang ibibigay dapat dun sa pasyente is 0.1 only. So kung dun sa syringe, for example, wala tayong syringe. For example, this is the syringe. Ang 0.1 dapat nandito lang sa tip, malapit lang. Okay? Pero ang prepare ng estudyante hanggang doon sa dulo, punong-puno itong syringe na ito. So, ano ba ang ginagawa ng insulin sa isang pasyente na may diabetes? Okay. So, ang ginagawa ng insulin is, yung insulin, it helps, okay, the glucose o yung sugar, tinutulungan niya yung sugar na makapasok doon sa cells natin. 'Di ba? Kasi normally, para tayo magkaroon ng energy, kailangan yung sugar, yung glucose natin ay makapasok doon sa ating mga cells. But with a defective pancreas, dahil nga sira ang pancreas ng mga pasyenteng may diabetes, kailangan natin ng synthetic insulin. Okay, yung ini-inject para si insulin na dating pinoproduce ng pancreas ninyo ay makatulong doon sa pagpasok ng glucose papunta doon sa cells. So, kapag nasobrahan ng insulin, anong mangyayari? Mawawalan ng sugar yung dugo natin. Dapat merong pa ring sugar kasi normally dapat may sugar pa rin yung dugo natin. Okay? Kaya lang dahil nga nasobra ng insulin, pumasok na lahat ng sugar papunta dun sa cells. So anong nangyayari? Nagkakaroon ng hypoglycemia. Correct? So ano ibig sabihin ng hypoglycemia? Hypo means lowered, gly meaning sugar, imia is blood. So bumababa yung amount ng sugar na nagsisirculate sa inyong dugo. So anong nangyayari kapag bumababa ang sugar na nagsisirculate sa dugo? Pwedeng manghina yung pasyente, pwedeng mawalan ng malay yung pasyente, pwedeng maging abnormal yung heartbeat ng pasyente, leading to death of the patient. Okay? So dahil nasobrahan yung insulin na in-inject dun sa pasyente, ano nangyari? Nag-arrest yung pasyente, okay? And eventually, namatay yung pasyente. So anong nangyari? Sino ang liable ngayon? Is it the student who injected the insulin? Or is it the clinical instructor who is handling the patient, the student? Or C, is it the staff nurse who are on duty during the when the incident happened? Okay, so anong nangyari? Ang nangyari is yung staff nurse, okay, ay na tawag dito na imbestigahan yung mga staff nurses kasama ng clinical instructor. Ano nangyari doon sa staff nurses at saka sa clinical instructors? Na-revoke ang kanilang license. Diba? Napaka saklap na experience nun. The licenses of the staff nurse, including the clinical instructor, were revoked. Ano nangyari din sa estudyante? Wala pa naman siyang lisensya. Ang nangyari din sa estudyante, since the student was deemed incapable, okay, ang estudyante po ay blacklisted sa lahat ng eskwelahan sa Pilipinas. So, the student cannot enroll in any institution offering medical courses anywhere in the Philippines. So, ganun ang mangyayari just in case magiging incompetent tayo, okay, in our practice of our profession later on. So you have to stay optimistic, okay? Sabi nga, you have to encourage yourself to stay positive or to have a positive attitude. You create a positive learning space. Kailangan maayos daw lagi ang inyong learning environment. Kasi yung organization of your staff, yung mga gamit mo sa iyong paligid will affect eventually the type of learning, okay, that you will have and your personality na rin. At the same time, make yourself happy as much as possible. So you have to find ways on how to encourage or how to help yourself become happy as much as possible. Pero not to the point na tumatawa ka na lang mag-isa, na wala namang dahilan. Kasi ipapasok kita sa mental health kung if that's the case. No? So, yun lang. Okay, so stay positive, stay optimistic. And speaking of optimism, I have a request from you guys to accomplish this, this blank PRC license here. So may nakalagay dito, this is a license, a PRC license of a nurse. So as early as now, I would like you to fill this out. Like for example, you have here Antonio Troyo. So Troyo is the last name, first name Antonio. Ilagay mo na yung middle name mo dito, middle initials. And then number 4 is the registration number. So you have to place here a 7-digit number. Okay? And then nandito rin yung registration date. The registration date is June or November 2025. Tama? Kasi ka-graduate kayo ng 2025 ba? Am I correct? 2021, 21-22, 22-23, 23-24.
Yes,
Tama?
sir. Tama po.
Yes, 2025 kayo graduate. So, your registration date here is either June 2025 if you are taking the June boards or November 2025. Mali pala. Ang registration date pala ninyo dito is tama. June 2025 or November 2025. Validity is 3 years. So magre-renew kayo after 3 years, so that is 2028. Ang ilalagay ninyo dito is your birth date. So for example, ang birthday ni ni Mr. Troyo is December 1, ilalagay niya dito. This valid until December 1, 2018. Okay? Tapos ang size ng PRC license niyo ay half bond paper. Yan. Half bond paper. Tapos kung gusto niyo ipalaminate, okay lang. Okay, mas maganda. And then you place or you ipopost ninyo yung PRC license na yan in the most visible part of your room. So for example, ang pinaka nakikita nyo lagi ay yung pintuan, pwede nyo ipaskil yan sa pintuan. Kung lagi ninyo nakikita doon sa tabi ng salamin, pwede nyo ilagay doon. Tapos ang gagawin ninyo, magse-selfie kayo doon sa tabi ng license na, for example, nandiyan yan, magse-selfie kayo, and then isi-send nyo sa akin. Okay, deadline will be on Friday, okay, 12 noon. All right. So this activity is will be submitted, okay, as part of your anatomy and physiology tawag dito activities. So magigradean kayo dito sa inyong anatomy and physiology. So ano ba, bakit ko ba ginagawa ito? Si Sir naman, excited naman masyado. First year pa lang kami. Hindi naman sa ganon. You know what? If you condition yourself to become a registered nurse in the future, you have to start it now. At the same time, wala yung mga parents ninyo on a regular basis to motivate, to inspire, okay, and to, to help you with your drive to become a nurse. Wala kami from time to time. So, walang ibang mag-i-inspire, walang ibang magmo-motivate sa inyo, kundi kayo din. No? Darating yung araw, darating yung mga panahon na mawawalan kayo ng gana, mawawalan kayo ng motivation to study, mawawala kayo dun sa landas na gusto ninyong, yung diretsong daan. Minsan parang gusto niyo tumigil muna kasi nakakapagod. Gusto kong tumigil muna kasi ang init. Parang masyadong bombarded na ako with activities coming from different subjects or different instructors. But of course, upon seeing this license, you will be reminded na, ay, meron pala akong pangarap, so hindi pala ako pwedeng tatamad-tamad. Meron pala akong goal, meron pala akong gustong makamit na lisensya. Kaya hindi ako pwedeng pabanjing-banjing lang, hindi ako pwedeng papetiks-petiks lang. So this will at least motivate you, okay, na mag-aral pa ng mabuti at para makatulong din in the realization of your aspirations. All right? So I think that's enough for now. So this will be your activity for this week to be submitted on Friday. So again, I'm giving you time. We still have 10 minutes here for your queries. May mga concerns ba kayo na gustong i-share sa akin na pwede naman natin gawan ng paraan? Kindly open your cameras once again for the last time. Okay, paki-open na yung mga cameras. I would like to see your faces once again. Let's spend this remaining time for your concerns for other matters that you would like to discuss. Excuse me. Kumusta po? Kumusta ang nursing subjects, ang mga minor subjects ninyo? Uma-attend ba sila on a regular basis? Nahihirapan ba kayo sa mga subjects ninyo ngayon?
Ay, sir, ako po.
Yes, Jericho, you are recognized.
Ma'am, ay, sir, yung yung sa biochem po. Kasi, sir, paggawa po ng assignment, hindi pa po nagtuturo. Tapos kapag gusto po namin i-clarify, sir, magagalit po siya.
Okay. So is that the same to everyone? Pare-pareho ba ang inyong concern?
Yes po,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, sige. That is noted. I-relay ko yan kay ano. Medyo hindi ako makakapag-promise sa inyo ha kasi syempre matanda na yun. You cannot teach new tricks to an old dog, ika nga. Hindi mo na pwedeng baguhin yung isang bagay na nakagawian na niya with her age, with the age of Ma'am Elma Tiam ha. Tapos ano pa yan, double doctoral degree. So medyo mataas na ang ere pag ganyan, no? Ay, bakit mo ako tinuturuan sa aking teaching strategy? Nakapag-PhD at saka nakapag-EDD na ako. Ano ka lang, masteral ano ka lang, ganyan. So, hindi naman sa yun na ang sasabihin niya, pero syempre mahirap recommend sa kanya. Pero I will try to relay this concern, okay, to Ma'am Elma. Alam nyo, ang gusto ng mga ganyang instructors, yung mga medyo may edad, gusto nila yan, yung medyo nilalambing nyo sila. Oo, not to the point naman na nagpapasipsip kayo, na parang, ma'am, ikang kanto 80 orchids, ikang kanto 80 cactus, mga ganyan. Hindi naman sa ganong punto, no? Pero gusto nila yung medyo nilalambing kasi yun ang nakikita kong weakness ni Ma'am Elma, yung naglalambing ang estudyante. Pero hindi rin na to the point din na parang gusto niya barkadahin si Ma'am Elma, "Ma'am, shot tayo, tara." Parang gano'n, hindi gano'ng level, 'no? Ang gusto ni Ma'am Elma yung ilapit niyo yung sarili niyo sa kanya, na ayaw niya nung medyo mataas ang boses 'pag nagtatanong, gusto nun kalmado ka lang 'pag nagtanong na medyo naglalambing, hindi naman yung nagbe-baby talk kayo sa kanya, ayaw ayaw din naman niya ng gano'n. O kaya jejemon, wag gano'n. Alam niyo na yon. I don't need to explain that to you. Pero gusto niya yung malambing na estudyante si Ma'am Elma. Yun yung napansin ko based on the experiences of the previous students na hinandle niya. But rest assured, Jericho, na makakarating yung concern na yun kay Mami. Mami ang tawag ko kasi ano yun, nilalambing ko kasi yun. Kaya merong ibang magtuturo dapat sa inyo. Pero pinili ko si Ma'am Elma because based with her experience in teaching kasi talaga alam ko marami kayong matututunan sa kanya as compared to the to the person na gusto nilang ipasok sa nursing. Ang dami kasing mas marami na namang reklamo doon sa dating instructor na yon. Okay? So yon. Any more na gusto po ninyo erase? Nakapag ano na ba kayo lahat? Redeem na kayo ng inyong mga access codes? Have you navigated your access codes already?
Yes, sir.
All right. So ayun, most of you ang section A is 10th edition from Sili. Tapos yung the rest yung ibang sections na tawag dito 11th edition. But don't worry, halos same naman ang content niyan, si 11th at saka si 10th. Okay, at the same time, magaling yung author ng inyong ginagamit na access code kasi si CD, talagang halos lahat ng schools in the Philippines offering nursing is using the book authored by CD. Okay? Maganda yung
Sir.
access code niya kasi pwede ninyong you can view the parts of the body in 4D. So pwede nyo makita ang top, bottom, loob, yung kasulok-sulukan ng heart, ng brain, lahat. Pwede nyo i-dissect yung parts of the body in your access, using your virtual laboratory. Any more that you would like to ask?
Sir, pwede po mag-pick up book bukas.
Sure. Actually, pwede nyo i-pick up mamaya mga 3 p.m. Kasi from 8 hanggang alauna, may online kumustahan ako with first year students. 1 to 3 may klase ako with the fourth year students naman. So 3 and beyond, pwede kayong pumunta dito sa Bayumbong and get your books.
Bukas ay, sir, anong oras po pwede?
Bukas, free ako whole day, 10 a.m. hanggang 3:00.
Thank you, sir.
Sa ano na lang ninyo kunin? Nasa ano ako bukas nasa DOH Clisok ako bukas. DOH Clisok. Kung hindi nyo alam, paturo kayo kay Kuya Antonio Troyo. Katrabaho ko yung kanyang wife, si Ma'am Bing. Okay. So, by the way, I'm aside from being an academician, I'm also working as a project-based ano ba tawag dito? One-liner sa DOH. So from time to time, makikita niyo ako doon sa provincial DOH office. Okay. Rumaraket din ako every weekend. I'm hosting events, debut, birthdays, weddings, ganyan. Papatraining din ako ng BLS ACLS. Weekend din. So kung nakikita ninyo, hagardo po ang inyong dean. Okay, sa dami ng kanyang ginagawa sa buhay. All right. I know that you're excited to have your face-to-face classes next year. But of course, for those who cannot attend the face-to-face classes for some reasons, like for example, you're working on a weekday, tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman ang ating online classes. We will still accommodate you via online. So please don't worry, yung mga nagtatrabaho, yung mga nasa abroad, we can still accommodate you online from Mondays to Fridays. Tapos magjo-duty na lang po kayo ng Saturdays and Sundays for those who are working. For those who are abroad, we can arrange your RLE activities after every school year. So walang dahilan para kayo ay mag-drop, kayo ay umalis at maghanap ng ibang eskwelahan. So we are looking for ways para ma-accommodate namin lahat kayo, okay, na may iba't ibang mga concerns. Just in case, kasi yung mga elementary are actually preparing for their face-to-face classes next year. Alangan namang mag-face-to-face yung elementary tapos si Jericho Lizarondo hindi magfe-face to face. So you will have your face-to-face classes na next year. So ngayon, the requirement for those who will be attending the face-to-face classes, of course, number one is your COVID-19 vaccine. So I hope you are vaccinated already. At the same time, your flu vaccine. Sana nakapag-flu vaccine na rin kayo. And unti-unti, excuse me, pag meron na kayong konting budget, pwede na kayong mag-start with your Hepa B vaccination. Okay? So yung Hepa B vaccination natin is 3 shots for 3 consecutive months. So for example, you start your Hepa B this November, November 5. Second shot is December 5. Yung last shot ninyo, yung third dose ninyo is January 5, 2022. And then after 1 year, magpapa-booster kayo January 2023 with your fourth dose, so yung booster shot ninyo. Para makamura kayo, you can visit your RHU o kaya yung provincial health office ninyo kasi minsan may mga libre o kaya mas murang Hepa B vaccine sila dyan. I think dito sa PHO natin, sa provincial health office natin, nasa 350 ata ang per shot nila. Pero pag kukuha kayo o magpapabakuna kayo from outside sa mga private clinics, nasa 600 o nasa 1,000 ang per shot. Okay? So, I would like to remind you na kailangan yung mga bakuna na yan, yung Hepa B vaccine natin, bago kayo ma-deploy in the hospital. Okay? And magkakaroon na kayo ng hospital duty sometime May next year. So papasok na kayo sa hospital duty May 2022. So you expect na magkakaroon na rin kayo ng capping, pinning, and candle lighting ceremony before May 2022. So baka mag-capping or pinning na kayo ng March 2022. So I hope you already have your uniforms na din. Kasi mabilis na lang yan. November na ngayon, mamaya mag-2022 na, kailangan may uniform na kayo. Kasi ang hirap maghanap ng patahian. Okay, may mga ibang patahian inaabot ng 3 months, 5 months bago matahi yung inyong mga uniform. So I hope you were able to arrange for the uniform na rin. Okay. Unti-unti lang natin, no? Hindi natin pwedeng biglain kasi hindi naman nagtatae ng pera yung mga magulang ninyo. So medyo tight din for sure ang budget nila. So unti-untiin lang natin. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo kanina, you have to live within your means. Kung hindi pa kaya yung iba, wag muna. You have to prioritize what is important. Any more that you would like to ask?
Sir, about dun sa Filipino teacher namin.
All right.
Pwede na kaya namin ma-meet siya this week, sir?
Ha? Hindi niyo pa na-meet yung Filipino teacher ninyo?
Hindi pa po.
Sino yung nandun sa nyo? Hala. Sino yung naka-assign? Si Ma'am Ana Aquino?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My God. Bakit ngayon nyo lang sinabi ito sa akin? Mag-one term na kayo. Sige. Take note natin yan. Filipino. What else? Sige. Filipino. Okay, ano pa? Any other concern?
Sir, may nagpapatanong po.
Yes.
Kailan daw po yung sked ng flu vaccine, sir?
Okay, actually, 2 beses na tayo nagpa-schedule ng flu vaccine. We had it Saturday, tapos yung second batch natin tama ba? Nag-Monday ulit. Bakit hindi nakapunta? Okay. Sige, ganito na lang. Meron tayong flu vaccination ngayon sa PHO, sa Provincial Health Office. Since wala na tayong available na flu vaccine, at the same time hindi na rin nagbigay ng additional na vaccine ang PHO sa PLP, you can visit PHO na lang and magpa-schedule kayo for flu vaccination. Alam niyo ba yung Provincial Health Office? Nasa Capitol, tabi ng Registry of Deeds, harap ng Provincial Jail.
Ay, okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Ayan.
Sir, everyday din po open yung pag magpapagawa ng ID sa school. Yung school po pag magpapagawa.
ID. Yes. Open naman ang school natin except for holidays. So, pwede kayo magpagawa ng ID doon. I just don't know the process kung makukuha din siya within the day. I think some of you nakapagpa-ID na. So, pagtanong na lang kayo sa mga classmates niyo na natapos na. But ang alam ko is 100 yung ID, tapos magbabayad ka dun sa cashier, and then ipupunta mo yan sa MIS, department natin, Management Information System. Tapos si MIS ang gagawa ng ID. I just don't know kung nare-release din agad-agad. Okay. Sir, nag-Hepa B kasi ako nung buntis ako. Ulitin ko pa ba rin, sir, na iba bakuna? Kung completed mo na yung Hepa B vaccine mo noon, you just have to get a certification para pag hinanapan ka ng clinical coordinator before deployment, meron kang certificate. Sino pa po?
Sir, regarding po sa ID, dun po sa, di ba po may pina-fill up po kayong form? Pag nakapa-fill up na po na ganun, tas pupunta pa sa school, kailangan, pwede po ba tatanungin na lang, tas makukuha na po yung ID or magpapagawa ka po ulit?
Magpagawa pa. I think hindi na nag-push through yung form na pina-fill out dati. Kasi binitawan ni Sir tawag dito, Richard, yung yung paggawa ng ID na yan.
Sige po,
About
sir.
po sa ID, pwede niyo po isend yung requirements kay Sir Arnold para ready to pick up. I just don't know. I'm not sure about this. Kung pwedeng i-share kay Sir Arnold. Kasi si Sir Arnold din, hindi ko alam, parang from time to time, nawawala din siya sa school. Depende lang kung marami siyang nakaschedule na trabaho. I think Monday and Friday lang siya nasa school. Any more? You can eat your lunch while listening. Walang problema. You can eat while attending this online webinar. Sir, ako po yung nagpa-send ng code ko po, sir. Pwede pa kaya ako magpa-register? Okay. Yes. Ikaw yung nabigyan ko ng book, no? Pero walang access code. All right.
Yes, sir.
Miss Samin. By the way, congratulations to all our entrance scholars. I hope ma-maintain natin itong mga grades natin until we graduate, no? At the same time, I would just like to remind everybody na if you would like to be qualify for an academic award before you graduate, kailangan wala kayong INC, walang unauthorized withdrawal, walang mga drop na remarks sa inyong mga grades. And dapat wala kayong grade lower than 80 if you would like to be cum laude, and a grade below 83 if you would like to be qualified for manya or summa cum laude. So, sa mga naghahangad dyan, kasi maganda pag may ano kayo, may mga awards kayo, Latin awards kayo when you graduate, kasi this will further boost your application, no? If you are applying in big hospitals like St. Luke's, Asian Medical Hospital, mga ganyan. They are very conscious with the academic your academic portfolio. Any more? Also, for those who joined the recently concluded Nurses Week celebration, thank you so much for joining. Sana mas madami pang sumali sa mga susunod na taon. Okay, alam ko maraming talented, maraming nahihiya lang siguro diyan, pero someday you'll get to, I hope you get to showcase also your skills and talents to the department, to the whole studentry. Any more that you would like to ask, to know? Wala na? Sure na kayo dyan, ha? Pag may mga concerns kayo, please don't hesitate to ask. Pero please naman, pag magtatanong tayo, ha, wag naman kayong tatawag ng alas 6 ng umaga, ganun. Kasi mga alas 5 ng umaga, kasi natutulog pa ako sa mga oras na yun. You can call siguro mga 8 a.m., mga ganyan, until 6 p.m. Pero yung sobrang aga o kaya sobrang late, may mga tumatawag pa minsan, mga 12 midnight, Diyos ko po. Tao rin po ako, ha? Oo. Hindi po pag emergency, sige, okay lang. Maagang maaga, late na late, okay lang if that's an emergency. Pero pag yung mga tanong, sir, saan pong address ng school? Tapos ang aga-aga mong tinatanong, Diyos ko po. Oo, mga ganon. Oo. Okay, so if there are no questions na, I hope we are healthy, we are safe, malayo tayo sa banta ng COVID-19. Sana meet ko kayo lahat very soon. Some of you na-meet ko na sa office, dun sa kabilang office. Some of you na-meet ko na rin sa mga events. So I hope we could meet once again sa face-to-face classes natin probably next year. Again, have a happy lunch and let's have a good day, everyone.
Bye, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
thank you,
Po,
sir.
sir. Bye
Thank you,
po.
sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir.